Hi, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Ag Network, reporting to you from the World Ag Expo in Tulare. Today, dairymen who attended were able to hear from Marianne Burkman of the Dairy Council of California as she provided an update on the Council's latest research and efforts in promoting the dairy industry.
So really demonstrating that you have a lifelong need for milk and dairy products. The reasons change throughout those life stages, but you need it throughout your life. So very young children, whole milk provides some critical fats and fatty acids that are necessary for brain development. We know in childhood, more elementary aged or middle school aged children, it's really building strong bones and muscles, critical element of a healthy diet there. As you get into your teens or early adults, could be a sports recovery beverage. The research shows it's actually a very effective sports recovery beverage. Young adults to middle-aged adults, there is such a strong package of research that promotes the health benefits of milk and dairy products, specifically in terms of lowering the risk for a variety of chronic diseases. Very strong associations with the beneficial effects of dairy for reducing the risk of hypertension or high blood pressure, for cardiovascular disease, for select cancers, perhaps even now for diabetes. So it is a strong research package we have, and actually at Dairy Council we try to do quite a bit to get that information out, not only to consumers, but to health and wellness providers so that they're aware of those benefits as well. And then for the older adults, key role in terms of preserving bone health and reducing the risk of osteoporosis or reducing the risk of sarcopenia, which is muscle wasting. So again, we think we embed this kind of philosophy into our programs, and we think it's an effective way to showcase your need for milk and dairy throughout the life stages.
Dairy Council of California is charged with nutrition education for both children and adults here in California. Our staff is made up of registered dietitians and education experts, and we develop curriculums that go into California classrooms, actually from kindergarten to high school. We have a mobile dairy classroom assembly where we take a live cow and calf to the school and really make that ag connection for the children so they know the source of their milk and milk products. We put out programs through physicians and dietitians and nurses that reach adults. And then we have a number of online resources and articles that we house on our organizational website. So putting that all together, there's a wide range of resources that we have for individuals at various life stages. Well, the research that I was reporting is actually from Washington State, but I think it's very applicable to California consumers as well. And they really track into three different groups. And I think it's important to know what's important to those consumers to be able to really positively position milk and dairy products. We have what we call the habitual consumer. These tend to be older individuals, more males. These are people who are on our team already. They include a good amount of milk and dairy in their diets every week, a little more than 2 quarts per person per week. They have very positive opinions about dairy and dairy production practices. They like the taste of milk. So they're the converted already. A good percentage, 38% of consumers fall into this category. So as long as we continue to talk about the nutritional aspects, the good taste, and the versatility of the product, they're going to be happy. We have another segment, about 19% of consumers, who think a lot about their food choices. They really give it careful consideration. They're also high consumers of milk and dairy products, which is good for us. On the other hand, they're also high consumers of alternative beverages. These are individuals that question, they're curious. So these are the consumers who are more likely to ask about our production practices, are we environmentally sustainable, what about antibiotics, what about hormones, what about animal care. So in some senses they're anxious, but they're open to hearing from us. This is the group that I think is important to really cater to and reach out to, because we can influence them positively. Maybe we can even turn them into higher consumers of milk and dairy, but if nothing else, we can reassure them that the product and the practices involved with milk and dairy products are sound and something they can feel comfortable with.
Read the full report of Marianne's presentation in the coming issue of California Dairy Magazine. I'm Matthew, CaliforniaAgNet.com.